What's going on? What's going on? How is everybody out there in the Facebook world, YouTube world? Where else we at? I think that's it. Welcome to another episode of the 28 Days Highlighting Black Entrepreneurs. My name is Ryan Ray. I am the founder of Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership, the organization that hosts this program, this movement called the Year of the Black Entrepreneur. And I am absolutely excited to be with everyone tonight. It's been a minute since I got to sit in this seat as the interviewer, and I am absolutely excited about the guest that we are going to be interviewing tonight. But before we bring her on, I'd like to give a shout out to Mel Wright. I happen to be in the conference room of the Wright Village. Melanie is one of our members, and she has a co-working space downtown Raleigh. And so I have the pleasure of hanging out with her on occasion when I'm out and about, just coming and hanging out, collaborating, getting to meet other entrepreneurs and just having a good time. And so I just want to give a quick shout out to her, to Kimberly, Mona, Dava, Pam. How you ladies doing out there? Thank you for being with us. Make sure you share this. This is going to be a fun conversation. I don't know what might happen tonight. Again, it's been a while. So who knows what might come out. So the Year of the Black Entrepreneur, really quickly, is all about redefining Black entrepreneurship. We know the events of 2020. We had some revelations. We saw some things that happened where we felt like we had done some work to bring the access to resources, to opportunities, to networks closer to the Black entrepreneur. But 2020 showed us that even with access granted, there were still some challenges, some hurdles, some barriers that needed to be overcome. And so as we were thinking about our programming for 2021, God gave us the idea, look, 2021 will be, it already is, and we are proclaiming that it is the year of the Black entrepreneur. So wherever you are in your entrepreneurial journey, we want to encourage you to hook your wagon up to this train. It's moving fast, and we are absolutely excited. We are winding down the 28 days. Here we are, day 26, and I am so excited, without further ado, to welcome our 26th entrepreneur to the screen, Miss Lisa Green, founder and CEO of Marketing with a Twist.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for asking. I hope you are.
I am doing great. Thank you. Well, we are excited to have you here. And, I won't tell all of our business, but I met you. You came into a Triangle Entrepreneurial Leadership event, actually at the Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship downtown, where I also met Angela. And you came in and you just kind of sat on the back row, and right away we had a mutual admiration and respect for one another. And man, all these years later, here we are. So how you doing?
I'm good. All in God's timing.
That's right. That's right. So, Miss Lisa Green, tell us about you. And we see that pretty lady behind you and that incredible logo and your company, Marketing with a Twist, a unique name. It has a twist to it. So tell us about Lisa Green and your company, Marketing with a Twist.
Well, as I say, I am Lisa Green, the CEO and founder of Marketing with a Twist, networking to build your network. And I call myself the head twister because I am the person to make my clients step outside that box. I've been told there's not a box, you just expand your thinking. So like Brian said, we met and I was working formerly for Zaxby's. A lot of y'all out there in TV world or Facebook world know me from Zaxby's with the Zantastic thing and put a Zantastic smile on your face, make your belly feel delicious from B to A. So now I'm here. I'm not knowing that God, while I was on that platform, he was preparing me for something better. People always say, Lisa, you're much bigger than Zaxby's. And Ryan, you was one of those. I was like, get out of here. So I had to believe in myself to get here. So Zaxby allowed me while I was there to go out there. I was like a kid in Candyland. And I was out there figuring ways to get out there and engage the community in what we did. So within those years I was there, from 1 year, my first year to 4 years later, we took them from $1 million to $4 million. And that's leveraging the playing field and just expanding. So when I left Zaxby's on September 11 at 10:30 a.m.
September the 11th. Okay. It's a unique day.
And I said, okay, Lord, thrust me out here. What do you want me to do? And so I took back in my days of Zaxby's and I came up with marketing with a twist. So I was Zaxby's was marketing with a twist. I said, that was my name. And I said, build your network, leverage the playing field. So what I do with my clients, I teach them to think outside, leverage the playing field. We all know that marketing is a big bucket, but I had to find my niche. And I can I do your logo? Can I do your website? But let me help you leverage the playing field and get more foot traffic in your company like I did for Zachary. So I said, let me try it on my own. And here I am.
That is awesome, Lisa. You know, I often talk about, you know, if I ask 10 entrepreneurs what is the number one thing they need for their business, 9 of them will say what? Marketing, right? And as you just mentioned, marketing is a really big bucket, right? There's so many elements and components to marketing. And you and I, we've had several conversations around this, but I just believe that, I mean, your name speaks for itself, marketing with a twist, because you aren't the traditional marketing expert or marketing guru. You are a marketing expert and a marketing guru, I believe, as it relates to community and building your network. So when you talk about marketing from Lisa's perspective, tell me your philosophy around marketing and community engagement and networking.
Well, I told people people say associate with the like-minded. I said, what's wrong with the unlike-minded person? So it's a challenge to me to turn the unlike-minded person to a like-minded person. And you say, Lisa, how do you do that? Instead of when you're going to see a client, they already scoped you out, looked on your Facebook page and LinkedIn to figure out who you are. So this is a chance for you to listen, get them to tell you about themselves and insert yourself into their lives. So what I mean by that, for like Zachary, who would know that Zachary was at the first restaurant to be in the Universal Soul Circus? He was at the first one to be in the women's empowerment that landed me on the stage that said "Women on the Rise." So we was in a lot of firsts. So we was in a lot of firsts, and so Zachary allowed me to broaden my horizon. So I want to challenge my clients and other people out there to broaden your horizon. Go out there and try and to unlike-minded person. Turn them to a like-minded person.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Well, you got some fans, it looks like. Marketing with a twist. We love that unique name, says Miss Maxine. Miss Pamela says that Lisa will make you step on faith in your comfort zone. She is great to work with, leveraging the playing field. David said it was a joy to meet you at the MLK Day of Service, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, actually, David. So thank you for that segue there. And then I love what Miss Maxine just said. Marketing with a twist builds community engagement with a unique twist. Love that kind of as a tagline. And Kimberly just said you planted a lot of seeds. And so let's talk about those seeds that you've planted, because you also, and I think this was a part of your marketing strategy. It certainly got you a lot of exposure. You started this thing called the Food Distribution in Partnership. Stop Hunger in partnership with the North Carolina Eastern Food Bank. So tell us, how has that helped to drive your marketing with a twist?
And that's one of my incentives I give my clients when they come. And I say, you know what, I'm going to give you something to help you get out there. Once, you know, because I try to tell my clients, I'm the person that's going to make you use your tools. So I like to push you out there, like I was stressed out there, and see. But I'm not going to leave you alone. So what I do with that, with the Stop Hunger One Community at a Time initiative, that was also a seed planted at Zaxby's. I was out there giving food away, and here it is, a restaurant. So they allow me to do that, and just create awareness. And so what I do that with my clients, I said, we're going to give you a food distribution. Why are you going to give me a food distribution? I said, because let me show you. I'm going to teach you how to shoot 5 birds with 1 stone. I said, okay, show me how you're going to do that. One, you're going to give the food distribution. They're showing that you're out in the community. Right now, we are dormant. Most people went in dormant when Corona came in, but you got to stay relevant, because when everything calms down and everybody come out, they're going to say, well, how did you help my sister and my brother? How did you help me while I was going through this time of distress? Like, wow. Now, guess where their money is going to go? To those who helped them while they was in their distress. So what I mean by killing 5 birds with 1 stone, there's your community engagement. If you got employees, there's your team builder. That's 2 birds. While you in line, you get something like the rat card is one of my signature pieces. You get it made. You put your histories on the back and your service on the side, and you give it out, because somebody in that line may need your services. Just because in that line don't mean they don't have a need.
That's right.
So that's three. That's three
Mm-hmm.
birds, right? Then if
Three.
you're a nonprofit, guess what? There's your data for your grant writing, because you know how it
Mm.
says community outreach on your grants. Okay, I'm going to give you the data that you need for how many people were served, how many cars went through that line, and how many pounds of food that you did.
Mm.
So
Mm.
there's another bird, right?
That's four.
Yeah. So here's the fifth one. It might be more than that. Here's something to put on your website to show that you was in the community. And as Maxine said, here's something to put on your resume.
You sound just like her. I love it. I
Here's something
love
to
it.
put on your
What?
resume. And so, and also in that, and it's also teach you that there's no I in team. There's E
Mm.
for everyone, because even though people tell me there's a me and we, but without that E and me and we, there'll be no you, because it took your naysayers and your supporters either push you or say you couldn't go. You said, let me go.
Come on, Lisa. I appreciate you so much for saying that. So, what's your driving force? What motivates? What pushes Lisa? You know, you went from really you were in your own lane, but you had more of a corporate responsibility with Zaxby's. And when that ship sailed, if you will, and you had to come out and start on your own. What's your motivation? What drives you? Because you know they say that who do they call the hardest working man in showbiz? I forget.
See,
Uh,
Steve Harvey, is it Steve Harvey?
Is it
I don't
Steve Harvey? I can't remember who it is. We're gonna get it's gonna come into thread here in a minute. But Samuel Jackson. Somebody said that Samuel Jackson is the hardest working man in show business. I believe Lisa Green is the hardest working woman in marketing. So, what motivates you? What drives you? What pushes you to always be out in the community? Always got multiple events on the calendar. You're always out in the community building relationships. Kim said you are an humble giant. What drives you to just keep going?
What drives me is see someone do better than I am. I know that I used to say, well, dang, I'm just a nobody, but I'm a nobody that's trying to push somebody to be, everybody to be somebody. So I think if I push you, guess what? You pull me forward and whatnot. So that drives me. And also I want you to see other entrepreneurs or business and nonprofits excel like Zaxby's is. Like, wow, if you can make $1 million into $4 million in 3 years, wow, that's something. So
Wow.
that's what you have to do. You have to go out there and get it and show them and step out. I want you to show up and not a 10 in your market.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the thing. And like when you're going out to your events, put your name tag on. Put the name tag back on, because don't assume that they know who you are. Put your name tag on. And another service that I offer is venue setup. Ryan, I can't stand to walk up into
See somebody raggedy, can you, Lisa? Ooh, y'all don't want Lisa to come audit your booth.
because you need to put, I know you got paper and information to give them, but put something abstract on there. If you're a person that sells shirts like that shirt in the back, put it on a mannequin, and your booth should speak for you. If you walked away to see Angela at her booth, or Kim at her booth, or Pam at her booth, when you're away, your booth is already sold. You ought to do is come close the deal, build brand, and bridging the gap, and closing the deal, and sustaining a successful relationship after you do that.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Lisa, so much. Listen, I mean, you've inspired so many. And David just made a great point. She said, I'm loving this. I've always wanted to volunteer just because, but now I'm seeing how my love for service can expand my business. And man, if that doesn't have Lisa Green all over it, because you lead with the heart, you lead with service to others. And as a result of those seeds that you plant in serving other people, then God sees the heart, and then he blesses you accordingly. And so talk to for just a quick second, and we got to wrap this thing up. But in a season where, man, everybody's kind of put their head back in the dirt and said, I got to focus kind of on my problems and challenges. And I believe that's fair. COVID has caused us all to kind of revisit our business model and our structure and our plan. But even in the midst of that, how can we still have a service oriented focus to build our business?
A service oriented focus. Just getting out involved in the community, or just doing what you
just continue to do what you do, like because you're not going to change regardless of the circumstances. So for that person that is saying, I just got to focus on my business, why is it important for them to still stay community and service focused, not just focused on themselves?
You can focus on your business, see where your business can be in the school system. See where your business can be in YBE. Come on and join us. I'm putting a plug in there, because come on and join us, a mighty network. See where you can fit and still thrive in your business. Like for instance, like I said, go back to exactly so many times. And I even worked for LabCorp when I was inside sales rep. You know, I took the mom and pop. People said don't deal with mom and pop, but they have money too. Guess what? They're going to be your loyal ones because when they blow up, they're not going to forget you. We're going to say when you piss them off, they're going on about their business. They're going to go to the next Joe to see what they have to offer. But your mom and pop, as you say, continue to thrive in your business, but look at other ways to serve and still make your revenue. For those there's a lot of things that you can do in the school system. They have a thing called New Beginnings in Wake County schools that be at the McKinney Center, and they ask for business and entrepreneurs to come and showcase their work. So there you go. You're serving kids as well. If you have some kind of event that you want, that you have, or you have apprenticeship, reach out to the school system and ask there's some seniors that need volunteer hours. So you can still do what you got to do and still be community engaged.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Lisa, for that. We appreciate the reminders of how important it is to continue to serve our communities. And you mentioned, as we close up, you mentioned YBE. And I think you were one of the core individuals that we bounced this idea off of. And he was like, yes, this is amazing. Let's go for it. So why YBE? Why are you a part of the Year of the Black Entrepreneur?
Why not? It gives me to thrive when I'm down, even though I may be sad on the inside, but when I come to YBE and out in the community, the smile just come up and I just forget what's going on. And it also it's a great community to be a part. Come and be a part and grow. And then you may find somebody in the same field as you are. And like you said, marketing is a big thing. I can reach out to one of my marketing colleagues and say, hey, can you do this logo for me? And you can share a business so you can connect and again, network to build your network.
Yeah. So good, so good. We're excited that you're a part of the YBE community. You helped us to put on our very first community event, which was the MLK Day of Service and Food Drive in partnership with the Triangle Martin Luther King Jr. Committee, with the YMCA over in Southeast Raleigh, and of course, Marketing with a Twist. So, Lisa Green, we thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for your leadership, your service to others. Are there any closing comments? Tell the audience how they can get up with you, how they can get in touch with you, where to find you, where to follow you, because somebody said that you are everywhere, bike shows and everything. So tell the people how they can follow you and keep up with this Lisa Green.
Well, I'm just Lisa Green, a willing vessel that's trying to make my way in this world just like everyone else. But I am Lisa Green, the CEO and founder of Marketing with a Twist, head twister, that's going to create a storm in your life. And create a storm in your life and put a mist in your world that's going to be lucrative for you at the end of the day. You can follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can also find me at my website. Listen what I say now, www.mrk, not M-A-K, M-R-K-T-I-N-G with the twist.com. And also just remember, leveraging the playing field to get you where you go. And remember, you're not in this alone. And networking to build your network, it's always a good plan.
You heard it first here. This is Lisa Green, founder, CEO, visionary, Marketing with a Twist. Again, it has been a pleasing pleasure to be with you this evening. Continue to follow us for 2 more days, guys, of the 28 days highlighting Black entrepreneurs. And we can't wait to announce what is in store for the YBE community in March. So if you haven't already done so, go out to ybehub.com, join us, become a part of this community, and let's figure out where you fit, how we can serve you as you serve others. Lisa, did you have any other closing thoughts?
I want to challenge every YBE member to bring 5 in by March 1st. Let's get 5. Let's show Ryan we can get him to get his number. I charge you to bring in 5, and I got 2 on that 5. So let's go.
I love it, Lisa. Thank you. That's why we love you, because you don't step down from a challenge. Absolutely, guys. So again, to our community, to our family, YBE, we're so grateful for you. We look forward to seeing you back here again on tomorrow night for another episode of 28 Days highlighting Black entrepreneurs. Thank you, Lisa. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody. See you on the other side.